Quik Therm's tongue and groove connect insulation system structurally attaches high performance, continuous insulation and heavy claddings to both wood and steel frame structures. Built-in battens and tongue and groove panel connections allow the system to be easily fastened to structural framing members, as well as allowing easy panel alignment. As with any building system, proper installation of all components is required to achieve the system testing results and take full advantage of the system's built-in features. For each wall, the first and last connect panels will be offset from the corners, which will be filled in later in the installation process. Begin by installing the first connect sheet as close to the corner as possible, aligning built-in battens over framing members. Ensure the battens are facing outwards toward the cladding side and the connect panel covers the wall top plate. Fasteners must be installed through battens to framing as per FSC guidelines. Refer to the link at the end of this video. Install the remaining panels along the wall, applying foam in each panel groove, or alternatively taping each panel joint to ensure proper sealing between panels. Secure each panel with approved fasteners, ensuring panels cover the top plate and a proper connection is achieved at the panel joints. At the opposite corner of the wall, cut the connect panel at the last wall stud out from the corner, ensuring a batten covers the stud. The corner will be filled in later. Install connect on the remaining walls as before, starting at the first stud in from the corner and finishing at the last stud out from the opposite corner. Ensure panels cover the wall top plate and proper sealing is achieved between the panels as previously described. The primary method for insulating the corners of the wall involves installing connect with the battens horizontal. With this method, exterior cladding is fastened through the connect foam at the corners directly to the wall sheathing using fasteners of sufficient length, and the corner trim is secured to the connect battens. A less common method for finishing corners and around some openings involves cutting 3/4 inch grooves into the connect panels at the required stud locations using a special hot knife designed for this purpose. Standard 3/4 inch furring strips installed into the grooves will be flush with the panel face, allowing for proper installation of cladding and moldings. Another common approach for finishing around corners, windows, and doors uses a combination of Quik Therm MPI that is 3/4 inch thinner than the connect being used and standard 3/4 inch wood or steel strapping. To apply this method for corners, begin by measuring the distance to the corner on both adjoining walls and adding the thickness of the MPI being used. Cut a piece of MPI to this overall width. Using one of the corner measurements, cut a slot in the MPI panel such that the break will fall at the corner. Ensure not to puncture the back facer. Pin the sheet at the break and slide the panels one over the other, keeping the back facer intact, thus forming a joint that is impermeable to both air and moisture. Install the panel by first determining the wall framing locations and installing strapping over the insulation, securing it to the framing. Ensure corner strapping is sufficient width to provide secure fastening for the cladding material. The combination of thinner MPI and the strapping will ensure the wall runs flush at the corner. There are several approaches for insulating around window and door openings using the connect system. A common approach involves constructing a build-out around the opening and installing the insulation flush with the build-out. This can be achieved in two different ways. One approach involves installing the connect insulation flush with the build-out and cutting a 3/4 inch deep slot with the hot knife tool along each side of the opening to accommodate strapping. The more common approach involves installing the connect insulation flush with the build-out at the top and bottom and cutting the panels back from each side of the opening to allow MPI insulation 3/4 inch thinner than the connect panels to be installed. The thinner insulation allows standard 3/4 inch strapping to be applied next to the build-out, bringing the wall flush with the adjacent connect panel. Ensure to apply spray foam between the insulation and the build-out and taper foam all insulation joints. Alternatively, the connect and MPI can be brought over the framing members to minimize thermal bridging in these areas. Consult with your building professional to determine which method is most appropriate for your situation. A combination of the methods described may be required on a project depending on a variety of installation-specific factors. In all instances, choose an appropriate method or variation thereof that meets your requirements. When installing connect around windows, doors, and other openings, apply flashing, caulking, and peel and stick products to ensure that there is no moisture penetration. Consult with your building professional and refer to peel and stick application recommendations. As with any building product, Adhere to local building codes, manufacturer instructions, and best practices as outlined by a building design professional. For more detailed engineered instructions on attaching foam sheathing to wall framing, please refer to the guide found on the Foam Sheathing Coalition website. For installation of Connect on 4 to 6 story buildings, please refer to additional instructions found at quicktherm.com.